Hi guys, this is Skidflash here and welcome back to Devil May Cry 3. We are now equipped with a stopwatch on my phone so I can actually see how long I've been recording, and some fancy ass new technology that I've never even thought of before. How crazy. We're gonna buy a blue orb. These blue orbs, unlike the blue orb fragments, are complete blue orbs, so buying one will just completely give you more life. You can buy up to 6, and I highly recommend buying them all because more life is good. We probably wouldn't have died if we had more life. We already have air hike. Fantastic. We wanted this kind of early. Air hike would make this mission a lot easier, I guess is what I'm trying to say, so having it by mission 4 is really nice. You don't kind of need it, but it definitely would help. And gosh, okay. I think you guys have gotten the point that I really like the aesthetic of this place. The gothic the architecture. I don't have to say gothic because I wouldn't be a pro on that, but it looks really cool. You know, some people like their, like I think 4 is more like an Italian Venice kind of feel to it. And then, you know, some people like their 90s aesthetic, some people like their steampunk, some people like their, what else are cool aesthetics? What, cyberpunk? Steampunk and cyberpunk, I never realized. But, yeah, this one just really speaks to me, so I like it a lot. These guys, you just technically don't even have to kill at all. Have I ever taunted yet? I don't think I have. I've been so busy getting my ass kicked because I've been commentating that I forgot to taunt. Taunting is actually really valuable in this game, especially later when we get a new power. But for the most part, as little aside, this room, oh my lord, is so difficult. On Dante Must Die mode because of these stupid ass archer people who do 2 trillion damage when on harder difficulties, and they're explaining stuff that I think I've shown off before already. Anyways, what was I saying? What style do I have? Do I want this style? Yeah, why not? So what was I gonna say? What the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, well yeah, this style just speaks to me. I love it. We also have a new weapon. I should probably show that off. This weapon is actually does decently good at dealing with these guys because its thrust move does like this little cool thing, and those will break the arrows they shoot at you. And if you break their arrows as they're being shot at Dante, you get really easy style points, that's what I was talking about, style, that's right. So by taunting enemies and like letting his whole taunt play through, you actually get an increase to style. So like right now it's a D, I taunt, now it's a C. And that's really important because the higher your style is, the more orbs you get, and obviously you want more orbs because we have 2 trillion things we need to buy. So it's really worth it, you know, to learn more combos and learn how to not get hit, and that's what I absolutely love about this game. The way it encourages you to be better is really fun. Like, you know, it encourages you to try new things. A lot of times in hack and slashes, I just find that one combo that works, and you do it. And I won't lie and say that there's probably, like, you know, some combos better in this game than others for racking up style. But the fact that it lets you just want to try different things makes it really cool. And obviously, I highly recommend just learning stuff. You know, you can stick with, you can mash 3-hit combos this entire game and probably get through it fine. It would just be a lot more difficult, actually. As weird as that is to say, it'd be a lot more difficult doing the easy thing in the long run, just because you'd get less orbs. And you'd end up probably doing a lot less damage, too. So anyways, here's a crystal. We can wreck it. So I honestly don't know how that works. So in this game, you can see like the cool little effect that he's doing, the crazy combos, I guess. Like, so while you're ever doing like combo 2, in Cerberus's case it's like delay the second attack, and you press the attack button enough times, you break out into a super attack. And if you did, in this case, it's million stabs, where it can do this. The amount of times you have to press it can be really difficult. You can also do million stabs out of a stinger. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. You have to press triangle a lot, so get used to mashing, is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I just have no idea Well, what I guess I'm trying to say here is I don't know if I can just slow down my talking. I don't know when it starts tracking the A press, the triangle presses, I guess in this case, because sometimes, like, the amount of times they intend for you to press triangle is pretty obscene, and the window they have is pretty small. So it'd help to know when they start tracking it. I still have whatever this class is, Swordmaster. Swordmaster is a really fun class to play. It gives you more offensive capabilities, which it makes it a lot easier to build up high style, because this game grades you on doing something different. So just having more tools means, you know, it's a lot easier to do different stuff because you have more ways to do things. It's also worth it to switch weapons, especially when you're dealing with mobs like this, because that also is a good way, a really easy way of increasing style. The Cerberus in particular is really good for dealing with crowds, in my opinion, because it has all these AoE effect attacks. What the hell? I actually don't know. I've never actually used Swordmaster with this class. Usually, if I'm doing Cerberus combos, I just spam this move, and you can jump off their heads afterwards and hit them with like a shotgun, and that does a lot of damage. That's my go-to combo with this weapon. So, in a sense, I don't know anything else because I don't try new things, because I'm a total hypocrite, because I just gave that whole spiel on trying a bunch of different things, and I just stick with my one combo. So maybe I'll try some different things while I'm playing through this game. And this is our 4th fragment, so we have another orb. Awesome. So go through here. We're going up this tower. This tower can be really confusing for first-time players, so I don't blame you if you ever get your ass lost. Luckily, it's not too crazy huge. Gotta resist my urge to skip these cutscenes. This game is actually really short if you skip through everything, so it's a fun little arc. You know, it's a very replayable game. You can replay it through. I highly recommend actually anyone who plays this game to play it more than once, because I firmly believe that the most fun you have in this game is on consecutive playthroughs, when you become a little bit more lit. Oh, okay. And the bridge fell, and now we have to fight some enemies. I don't think there's any way to avoid that, so don't worry if you got bamboozled. So let's wreck them. Yes, yes. I mean, this game, I don't know. It's just so cathartic to play. It's so fun. You can do that. You can do that. It's just super cool when those guys make their little charging sound. Make sure you dodge them or stinger them, apparently. What was I gonna say? On harder difficulties, enemies are actually a lot more aggressive. Like, right now they're kind of just bouncing around like punching bags, like funny little monkeys. But in harder difficulties, they're a lot more likely to attack you. So that's just like an interesting tidbit. Something I also think, I can't prove this, I think it's a thing in later games definitely, but probably this game too, is when enemies are off camera, they're also a little bit less aggressive. So that's a little AI manipulation you can do. If you don't want to deal with a bunch of attacks, just keep the enemies you don't want to attack you off camera. It increases the chances of you getting blindsided, yes, but I am fairly sure that they attack less when they're on camera. Someone might want to fact check that. Anyway, steal thy soul. By the way, I want to do a steal soul run in Hollow Knight because that game's really cool too. And now we're gonna fight a boss. We're running good on time. If we do this boss fight well, this boss fight can actually take a really fucking long time to do if you don't know what you're doing. It can kind of be annoying. So just because it's really hard to actually get attacks in on him. He is weak to the Cerberus weapon, he is weak to ice attacks. Enemies do have, especially bosses, a lot of bosses do have weaknesses. Oh, can I recognize? Yeah! And you can also reflect his, okay, he's almost dead. Thank God. He also shoots out purple orbs at you that can be reflected to do massive damage. And not only that, but he's also weak to the head, so if you manage to hit his head, he'll take way more damage. This boss fight can end up taking a very long time, especially later when he gets faster. But if you can just stay on him, reflect all the orbs, you should be good. If you shoot him, he actually will slow down. Right now he's going a little bit too fast for me. So I'm going to shoot him a little bit to slow him down, but he's almost dead anyways. Let's just end him like this, in style. Nice. Thank God. For first time players, this boss fight will probably take 2 billion years, and I don't blame you, because it's really hard to get onto him, especially if you're not used to how the jump controls work in this game. But if you know what you're doing, you can end him really quick, and it's really satisfying, because I swear to God, this boss would always take me so goddamn long. But yeah, just attack his head, attack him with Cerberus, because that's what he's weak to, and having double jump. This is why having double jump really helps for this mission. It's also worth noting that Cerberus doesn't actually have double jump. Air hike is what it's called, is actually tied to weapons, so in this case only Rebellion has it at the moment. Cerberus cannot learn double jump, so if you want to double jump you have to switch to a weapon that can use double jump. Which is why you almost consider Cerberus to be like a support weapon if you wanted to get meta like that, but classifying things like that makes it that's a little bit too much for me. So we're just going to use our weapons to kill people and not think much more than that. But here we have our cutscene. Should be the rest of the video, because I am looking at my stopwatch and that's a good time to end the video. Thank God for technology. Except Dante. Dante is wishing he had some technology right now because he's stuck inside the store. Sadly, kicking things isn't technology. But it's how he knows how to do things. It's how he operates. He sized it enough, he was really about to fucking unload on a door.
There's no need to use violence, devil boy.
Now we got funny clown man. Oh, that's kind of relevant nowadays. Has anyone seen the Joker movie? Gamers Rise Up.
You see?
Uh-huh.
Your tricks will do no good.
I think his name is Jester or something. And he has a Squidward nose.
That could be a problem.
Look how funny he is.
You've got nothing to lose, right?
And he has different colored eyes like fucking every other character in this game, because that's what you know, that's the aesthetic.
There is a power generator for this entire sector.
And he's doing some exposition right now. Thank you, Exposition Jester.
Apply a little something to it first.
Okay.
Do you know what that is, kid? Or is that too difficult for you?
He's gonna mess with him. Haha. What does this remind me of? It's really funny though. But yeah, he's a nutty character. Super funny.
Actually, I prefer a sword to be my partner. May I have
Oh
this
man, my voice is dying.
lady?
It's been a while since I've actually recorded a Let's Play session, so after this I'll probably take a break and be satisfied. And look at that, Dante opened the door with his sword.
Is what the something is.
Usually that's the first thing you try in games like this, right? You hit everything with your sword.
You don't trust your head.
Haha, haha, funny joke. Teehee. I do like this cutscene though, it's just over the top. Everything about this game is over the top and great. Oh, he just bailed. Okay.
You still piss me off.
Yeah. Okay, so that was mission 4. We're doing good pace. Just a part per mission. That's pretty good. How was our score? Orbs? We got a lot of orbs. Were we stylish? We weren't as stylish, but we got a lot of orbs. That's actually kind of curious. A, right? Yeah. Okay, good enough. I'd like to get some S ranks, but especially while talking, it's a little bit complicated. So anyways, in the next part we'll be dealing with mission 5, but until then, this has been Skid Flash. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Bye!